88% is tied for third in the Premier League. He's going against Carson Balow. Balow has an 88.9 save percentage, but against these Cherokee, back in their first matchup, Balow saved 44 of 40 from the Cherokee, making their first run of the day. It's Millar coming through, wrapped around, denied by Balow, first save of the day. Callum Mailer stuffed on the far post. Another save from Balow, this time it came on a blue line attempt from Jace Wiemer. Tyler Hilliker loses it in his skates. Shot on, Balow saves. Gavin Elkins with that attempt for the Cherokee, their third shot on goal. Clones take it, try to clear. Zane Myler holds it in. Gives it back to Trevin Johnson in the corner. Pass through to Hammer. Hammer could not get the shot off it. Trevin Johnson coming through. Johnson shoots. Balow covers up with his chest. Another save for Carson Balow here in the early going. Julian will take the face-off against Hank Davis. The Clones try to clear. Anthony DeFlora picks it up, shoots. And the rebound was also denied. Balow, two more saves in getting back. Bryson Bellina looks up the ice. Gets it behind the goal line of Balow. Stolen by DeFlora. Pass through, over and out of the zone. Palauskas holds for the Cherokee. Palauskas lost it between Coogan and Gallegos. Clones still have yet to clear, though. Gallegos neutral zone. A quick whip of the puck around and in on the attack. Palauskas. Palauskas spins after passing the blue line. Jude Hennis takes it away. Got to center. Nate Basola circles around. Tried to get it to Tyler Yeo on the far wall. Coogan trying to leak out ahead of the pack once again. Did not do so. Edwards has his shot saved with the paddle of Balow. Big crunching hit delivered from Colin Keogh. And he pushes it to center where Carson Muglio holds. Cameron Krause wore the blow from Keogh. Yo on the far side. Twists it. And Toledo back on the attack. Lamkowski lefts for Miller. And Balow. Johnson. Hank Davis. Carson Balow standing atop the right wing of his crease. Puck dropped. Johnson nearly swatted it on Balow off the drop. Yo has it stolen away. Elkins cut off by Dylan Hoth. Cincinnati makes the play defensively initially, but now Toledo trying to set things up. Maloney and Klein swap sides on that faceoff. There's Wiemer and Beard back defensively. Beard throws it into the zone for Toledo. St. Julian takes it away. Loose puck, backhanded by Gallegos, just barely gets it to neutral ice where Beard and Wiemer are stationed. Anthony DeFlora and Kyle Maloney in the near corner fighting for it. Denver Gallegos joins and may have worn that puck somewhere unpleasant. He's hunched over. St. Julian at the dot once more for the Cherokee. Beard keeps it in. And this Cherokee to get set up. Millar, Elkins, Zane Myler trying to set up defensively. Carson Muglio creating a 2-on-1 for the Cherokee. Millar coming down the left wing side. Millar has it saved by Balow. Now a chance for the Clones. Myler. Zane Myler hustling back defensively. Still 69 seconds on the power play for Cincinnati. New bodies on. Hank Davis coming through. Tried playing it to Basola but lost it. St. Julian clears. Balow out of his crease. Leaves it for TJ Rack. Indirect head contact, the penalty on Jacob Myers. That set up this still in the zone, and Toledo with one last whip of the blade sends it down to Balow. 15 seconds on the power play timer for the Clones. Rack tries playing. Hammer will take it himself and charge on the attack. Brendan Hammer down the right wing side. Shot saved. Balow got the rebound, covered up too. Carson Balow pinballed that puck. Crouched in preparation. Stood up, now gets crouched once more. Weimer keeps it in, slides it through. Coogan gets in the path. Batted around. Weimer can't keep it in. Now Wilson nudged away from it. Weimer and Beard near their own blue line. Beard throws it up to Kyle Maloney. Maloney looking for a teammate. He has Geggy at center. Left for Lehman to Johnson. Johnson gets the feed left wing side. Hilliker cuts it off. Hilliker spins into the ground. Perhaps assisted a little bit there. Cameron Kraus, Noah Geggy. Kraus takes it, plays to Myler. Myler's pass knocked away by Geggy. Now Millar working from the goal line. Maloney and Glamkowski fighting for it. The puck finds Belina. Now it's back to Myler. Myler with space. Hilliker closed quickly and deflected it out of play. Now Kraus and Davis this time fighting for it. And again, it is Myler possessing near the blue line on the near side. That puck flooded. Stegmeyer drops the puck. Millar spun around. The puck finds Hoth on the far side, trying to clear. Bryson Belina beats Zach Lehman to it. And a quick poke from Davis puts Myler on the back pedal. Evan Smith tries to clear. Myler holds it in with his skate. Yo didn't get the pass off. Kraus leaves it for Glamkowski. Glamkowski making moves. Balow may have saved that. He got the right hand up to try and do so. It was a steep angle. Kraus through the center of the ice, through three lines. Plays it around. Basola trying to cut off the puck before it gets to Palaskis. Coogan bats it up to Yo. Yost, Klein, Geggy, and Hilliker. It is Hilliker possessing with DeFlora against him in the near corner. That puck, Edwards and Palaskis. DeFlora out there as well as Brandon Hammer. This Palaskis power play of the day for Toledo. Palaskis through three lines, gets right on top of the crease. Balow makes the save, and Evan Smith whips it back out for Cincinnati. Edwards through three lines, left wing. He leaves it for DeFlora. DeFlora through traffic, nearly redirected home. Besetich picks it up far side, plays it off the backside of Balow. He thought he had a goal. The officials say no. The power play continues for the Cherokee. Still 64 seconds left for them on the man advantage. Trevin Johnson plays to Jay Cormier. Cormier has it go through his legs to neutral ice. Myers on the far wall, trying to get the corner on Hoth. He does. Comes through. Balow makes another save. And then he snares a shot from Johnson from the blue line. Trying to withstand this Cherokee rush. Puck lost in the skates of Gallegos. He just does bat it back to Myers. Myers drops it off at the blue line. Glamkowski gives to Johnson. Johnson back to Cormier. We've got another penalty coming on Cincinnati. Krill leaves the ice. Palaskis trying to maintain possession for the Cherokee, but Geggy gets the blade down. Hammond penalty, 5-on-3. It's Hoth, Klein, and Basola there for Cincinnati. Edwards passes to DeFlora, who scores. Palaskis turns the corner on Basola. He's coming through. And Palaskis gives back to DeFlora. DeFlora looking for a second goal in short order. Instead, plays it to the far wall. Yo clears for the Clones. to Palaskis. Palaskis comes through, cut off by Maloney, and that's going to be a penalty on Toledo. Cherokee coming the other way. Millar drops it off to Elkins, just barely sidesteps a big hit from Lehman. Basola. Now Davis. Puck dropped to Weimer. Now it's Millar again. Millar circling the goal line, now working his way back toward the blue line. Beard from the blue line took a shot. Balow saved it. Basola playing it around the goal line. Toledo, though, still possessing for the moment. 40 seconds left of 4-on-4. Elkins to Millar. Millar from the blue line. Balow puts that mid out, plucks it out of the air. Puck stuck between the two men at the face-off dot. Now Toledo has it, far wall. They push it back around. Hilliker cuts it off. Glamkowski there to clean up. Hilliker in the passing lane, but Myler holds for the Cherokee. Myler to Glamkowski. Glamkowski passes through. It's kicked out. Balow threw his right leg out to knock it away. Now Coogan knocked off the puck. Yo trying to hold. He has it poked away. Kraus has it for Toledo. Toledo now operating shorthanded. Coogan back on Balow's end. 17 seconds left on the power play for Cincinnati. Rack looking up ice. It sets up Cooper Brackett with Brendan St. Julian. Balow saves the Brackett attempt. Bounces to the corner. Power play over for Cincinnati. 3:40, 3-1 shot advantage right now for the Cherokee. They've taken 20 whacks at the goal. Cincinnati just 7. Now Toledo setting up shop. DeFlora gets a touch. Hilliker tries clearing. DeFlora lunged for it, couldn't keep it in the zone. Balow sets it behind the goal line for Basola, who gives to Keogh. Keogh and Coogan. And once more, the Cherokee have it. Hammer tried giving it to Johnson, who slipped. Now it's Weimer, who scores. Jace Weimer, just his second goal of the year. Goes top shelf, looking to go on a flurry here at the end of the period. Trevin Johnson nearly set that puck on a platter for Hammer. Now Lehman coming the other way to the near side, but it's Johnson again coming through. Knocked away from Johnson. Edwards clears for the Cherokee. Johnson passes back to Hammer. Johnson will play it to the goal line. Hammer passes through to Belina at the blue line. Belina sets up a shot. Balow made the save. Puck still batting around, and nearly Hammer made it 3-0. Sprayed it just wide of that far post. Screen. Coogan takes the face off. Basola backhands it up and out. Backhand ultimately reaches Basedic, but after it was he and Geggy right in front of the sin bins. Now Coogan pushes it. Myers has it, left wing side. Jacob Myers into the zone, poked away by Rack. TJ Rack can't clear it. Palaskis far wall, shot in on Balow. Screener, Balow's knocked around, he covers up the puck. Now bodies hit the deck. .61 seconds to go in the period. Cherokee from the blue line, misfire. That was Beard. Now it's to Millar. Nice poke. A nice boost for the Clones in the final seconds of the period. Toledo trying to undo it here in one foul swoop. Edwards holds it in the zone. Still 5 seconds left. One last punch to center ice. Delayed off sides. Klein will hold it in the defensive zone as time expires for Cincinnati. Again, the camera will be back rolling here in just a second. Now Palaskis passes back to Basedic. Balow, an incredible save with his right leg. Columbus nearly found the back of the net just 20 seconds into this second period. Landon Edwards, back to Palaskis. Balow makes the save, rebound sent to Yo, who is knocked off the puck. Palaskis possesses another save from Balow, and a fourth already. That one he squeezes. That puck has not moved from where it was dropped. Now it's knocked away. Toledo holds it in the zone. Davis punches it out to neutral ice. Kraus chips it into the zone. Glamkowski runs after it. Glamkowski circles, has his pass intercepted by Gallegos. His 13th point. Muglia throws it down near Balow. And Basola up the wall to Jude Hennis. He lets it drift to center. Now Rack and Basola near the goal line of Balow. Turned over in the zone. Hammond finally gets it out to Hennis, to Gavin Elkins. Elkins drops it off to Hammer. Hammer kicks it to himself. Now he's circling the goal line. Harassed by Hilliker, who forces a turnover to Hennis. Edwards turns through three lines, drops it to Palaskis. He gives to Basetic near side. Basetic has his pass cut off by Davis. Davis tries clearing. Now Lehman Cormier leading the charge to Palaskis. Nifty stick work, but lost it to Yo. Yo looking up. Out the reach of Geggy. Johnson slaps it back toward Balow. Weird Karam always are in that corner. Shot sprayed into the corner. Myers and Beard. And Beard let it reach him at the blue line. Balow saved that try. Rack trying to clear to Geggy. Can't do it. Lost to Weimer. Weimer already has one. Nearly had a second on the deflection. Went just wide of that far post. Both teams now back at full strength. 15.5 near corner now. Brackett works his way from right to left. Brackett on the left wing to the goal line. Brackett looking for a teammate. Coogan takes it away from him. Now Coogan looking up, backhands to, and Coogan once more. Coogan backhands to center. And DeFlora tries passing up the ice to Muglia. Yo has it. Make the run. Edwards out the reach of Millar. Balow left his crease. Bad attempted clear from Balow. He gets settled back now, but the Cherokee trying to go to work front. Now Glamkowski trying to catapult Toledo ahead. Nearly did on the scoop shot. Balow caught just enough of it to divert it over the crossbar. Yo to Lehman. Balow forced to freeze. Davis and Hammer to the left of Balow. Puck dropped, goes to Basola. And now Gallegos 5 or more here in a second. Hammer to Elkins. Not everything on that attempt. Balow got the save. Elkins did not connect cleanly with that puck. Balow punches that one out of danger. Leak away behind the goal line. Cameron Coogan is down. Nate Basola defense with the top line forwards for Toledo. Hammond on the near wall. Clones trying to nudge it to neutral ice. Hammond is on his backside. It finds Myers, who rings the near post. Did not score. The puck now still in the attacking end. Muglia held it there. And another Clones player sent spiraling to the ice. Hoth climbs back to his feet. The near side to Palaskis. Now Myler to Myers. Shot high over the crossbar. Far side, no one home for either team. Smith gets there second to the party though, as Basetic and Coogan now fight for it behind the goal line. Keogh, far wall, backhanded around, not out. Now it's Benjamin and Coogan face off. And the puck finds Keogh. Cormier. Cormier has it stolen by Keogh. Now we're at center, batted around though, and it reaches Klein in the Clones defensive end. Hilliker and Yo. Now it's DeFlora. Cormier got the stick high and redirected that puck. Face off at center ice. Edwards comes through. Balow saves that blue line attempt. Hanging tough right now. 2-2 on the scoreboard. Edwards has a man. Hilliker got his blade in the passing lane. Kraus back to Edwards through the crease. And the Clones stand tall defensively, but Edwards can have another shot at it. Lehman blocks it. Now it's dropped off for Millar. Millar with Rack, the only man between him and Balow. Rack does just enough to dissuade a shot attempt. Now here's Beard. Beard has some space, passed through, redirected. Kraus wore that off his left leg. He was the intended receiver. And now struggling on his left leg right now. See when he potentially returns to the ice. Toledo had it in their attacking zone, lost it to center. Trevin Johnson taps through the skates of Davis. Elkins comes through. Elkins looking for space, passes through. Hammer could not find the goal mouth with that attempt. Right shoulder. Now Hammer gives up to Weimer. Weimer looking for his second goal now. Weimer shoots. Balow saves. It's loose. Evan Smith has it. Trevin Johnson fighting for it. Johnson wraps around through. It's loose. And Balow covers it up. They're trying to find the puck. No goal. Toledo. Delay of game called on Evan Smith. Trevin Johnson will take the penalty shot. Carson Balow and Trevin Johnson one-on-one with the lead on the line. Johnson has 12 goals this year. Balow has 38 saves already today. Johnson dekes and scores. Coming through, has four Clones around him, drops it to Palaskis. Palaskis shoots, Besetic, rebound and a goal. Given to Jacob Myers. Ice puck to Flora out in front of everyone. Slams on the brakes as Brackett crosses the zone with the puck. Bellina holds it in right in front of the Cherokee bench. DeFlora now again behind the goal line of Balow. The clock approaches 7 minutes in the period as Edwards has it at the blue line. Through traffic, deflected by Davis. DeFlora has another shot, again deflected by Davis. Davis feeling the ill effects of it right now. It was temporarily. Grits his teeth as he heads up. Cherokee were looking for one. Now Davis leaves. Glamkowski around Yo. Glamkowski working and scoring. Cherokee with blood in the water. Kraus back on the attack. It's loose in front of Balow again. Now Yo has it on the far wall. He's knocked away. Pass to Kraus. Kraus had Hoth in his line. The Cherokee living in Cincinnati's defensive end right now. Coogan has it for the Clones. Tries clearing to Lehman. Lehman does side right now, and they're looking for more. Here's Elkins. Elkins had his passing lanes cut off by Klein, who went to his stomach. Now Klein back to his feet, trying to help Geggy repossess for Cincinnati. Hammer with Klein near him. Hammer dodging through traffic. He's working his way around, drops it off on the far side. And now it finds Johnson at the blue line, who shoots, and it caroms up out of play. Their heels for much of the past 5 minutes. Needs something to turn the tide. That could be helpful. Besetic to Hennis, now Hammond. coming up, and Palaskis just pushes him into the wall. Next to Elijah Young. Now held in by Basetic. Cherokee back in the attacking end. Edwards calling for the puck. And Palaskis was looking for him, but Hilliker deflected it away. Now Coogan up to Hammond. And Hennis is there, but it's Myers who comes away with it. 1-on-3, Jacob Myers keeps possession for Toledo. Balow made the save. He wore a stick to his left arm. Sam Hammond takes exception. Immediately skates into the corner. 16 attempts thus far today. They had 40 when these two teams matched up here on November 16th. Ryan Beard dumps it in the zone. Basola there for Cincinnati. Up the St. Julian. Now Brackett. Brackett plays it back. Rack gets in the way. Now Beard at the blue line. Has his shot deflected by Davis, who lost it. Brackett found it. DeFlora and St. Julian, now Lehman. And finally it finds DeFlora, one-timer, rifled outside that far post. Yo gives to Lehman. Lehman can't clear it. Yo will. And Brackett taps in. Balow leaves it for Rack. 3:10 to go in the period. Cones get it to center, so turned over. DeFlora, Kraus, and Glamkowski all on the far side. Now Belina comes in. Shot was on. Here's Glamkowski. Geggy and Smith are back defensively, and Smith helps Geggy gain possession. Geggy tries wrapping it around to clear. Belina got there in time to hold it in. Now he chips it back onto the far side. Millar jumps, avoids a hit from Smith. Loose. Geggy has it. Lost far wall to Kraus. Kraus backhands. Pass coming through. Back to Millar. It's loose behind the goal line. 2 minutes left in the period. Kraus falls to the ice. Belina bats that forward. Cincinnati gets a touch. And now it squirts to the feet of Glamkowski. He passes to Millar. Balow made the save initially. And the goalpost has... Geggy and Coogan. Coogan backhands. It goes directly to Elkins. Balow made a save on a potential tap in. Now Coogan taps it up the ice, and he is held. Brackett throws it around the boards of Balow. Coogan has a man up. Easy steal for Aaron Wilson. Aaron Wilson, shorthanded, plays to Ryan Beard. Beard from the blue line. Hilliker gets his stick down, knocks it away. Short-handed, the Cherokee being aggressive here. Cincinnati can't get possession back, now finally does. Elkins and Coogan batted around. It's Hoth holding, and he is content to let the clock run out there in his own end. And now Dylan Hoth has it for the Clones. And Balow leaves it for Basola. And Basola face off to the right of Balow between Davis and Basetic. Loose in front. It gets by Myers. Belina, though, from the blue line, takes a whack at it. Now Basetic is holding again, swarmed by a pair of Cincinnati defenders, Davis and Coogan. Now Myler has it. Out in front, Balow gets a save with his left leg. Basetic to Myers for a goal. Myers, we believe Aiden Basetic had his first one, but he was credited with that earlier. So right now gets up. Klimkowski, shot on, gets his own rebound. Balow saves both. 6-2 game. Evan Smith turns it over to Cameron Kraus. Kraus drops it far side. Balow makes another save. This came on an attempt from Elkins. To Toledo. Davis, second helper of the day for Palauskas. Now it's Brendan Hammer with Evan Smith near him. Hammer still holds for the Cherokee. He circles around, he shoots. Balow covers it up, makes the second save as well. Balow hustled back across the crease and kept the second chance opportunity from finding the back of the net. Now it's Beard from the blue line, deflected by Lehman. Lehman and Yo, and it is Tyler Yee. Cameron Klein in his own defensive end has the puck on a deflection. Apologies for that brief absence. Did not want to sneeze into the headset here. Hilliker clears it out to neutral ice. Basola, far side, working back to the near wall. Gallegos and Coogan. Now Coogan work his way through traffic. DeFlora capitalizes. Basola turned it over in his own end. Cormier holds it in with his right skate. 6-2, the visitors lead it. Besetic, right wing side, passes through. Myers taps it around, loose near Balow, and Hammond tries to clear. Besetic, now it is Jacob Myers. Myers coming through offside. Myler plays to Muglia. Muglia carries it into the zone, shot on Balow, and he makes the save. Balow up to 53 saves now on 59 shots. Cincinnati tries to clear. Pass goes out. Pass is out the reach. Balow tries to clear. It goes to Palauskas. Now back to Myers. Opportunity here for the Cherokee. Muglia gives to Palauskas. Palauskas' pass deflected by Evan Smith. Smith's right leg diverted that puck. Now Smith trying to nudge it up the far wall. Lehman gets a touch. Davis has it. Trying to split Besetic and Palauskas. Now trying to clear. Myers bats it to Besetic. Besetic gives to Myler. Myler back to Besetic here. And Myler cutting through. Couldn't handle the pass. Yo with a poke turned over. Here's Caleb Millar. Millar pass through, deflected away. Millar trying to knife by Hilliker. Hilliker there defensively. Coogan spin. Turns the tide. 3-on-2 the other way for Toledo. Kraus shoots. Balow saves. 60 shots on the afternoon now for Toledo. Out the zone it goes. That will be icing on the Cherokee. Klimkowski makes the defensive play, then steps onto the bench. Edwards back on Balow. Balow leaves it behind the net for Basola. Now Yo gets a touch. Lehman coming up the ice. 3 different Cherokee players there to prevent him from reaching the attacking zone. Comes through, backhands to the far wall. Hammer is there for the Cherokee. He's fighting between Maloney and Davis. It was Maloney trying to clear. Edwards held it in. Puck loose in front of Balow, and he gets the mitt down. Elkins and Davis taking exception with one another. Johnson and Hammer replaced at the dot by Elkins. Maloney tries to clear. Hammer scoops it up. Far side, Elkins, quick shot on Balow. It had some force behind it. Balow again made the save. Now here's Myler to Belina. He did not connect fully on that attempt. Going the face-off. Backhands to Hilliker. Couldn't control it. DeFlora and Myler. Now Myler in the near corner. Keogh joins the party with Hilliker. Trying to get possession back. There's a penalty on Cincinnati. believe that'll be Klein, called for tripping. For Toledo, the score on the 5-on-3 earlier today. It will take more than that now. Cincinnati trying to clear. Instead it finds Edwards. Biding time, Edwards to Besetic. Shot, sneaks home. Near post, Besetic. Laying somewhere on a beach right now. Has not been tasked with a whole lot today. Barring a rapid change of events, he is going to cruise to his 15th victory of the year. 1:12 left on the power play, traditional in this sense here. For the Cherokee. Edwards can't keep it in. Period 55 on the power play. Brendan Hammer knifing his way through the defense. Toledo setting up once more. Jake Cormier at the blue line. Gives to Kraus. Back to Cormier. Cormier through. Lost to Glamkowski. And the Clones will clear. Cormier comes through 3 lines down the left wing side. Gets around Evan Smith. Looking for a teammate. Smith deflected the pass. Now Johnson has it at the blue line. Johnson scored once today on a penalty shot. He will not score again on that attempt. Balow with save number 59. It's only puck held by Glamkowski, far side. He's looking for Cormier. He did capitalize. They lead at 7-2. 8:50 and count of tight-knit quarters there for Cincinnati. Not ideal spacing. Millar crosses center, dumps it to Rack. Rack nearly skated right into Balow holding that puck. Millar on the far wall, holds it in. Davis jousting for it. Basola has it, trying to clear and will, but Myler gets the whack back in the zone. Right. Clones finally out of Hilliker's reach. Balow left the crease. And again, not a clean swipe. Balow, second time he has left his crease trying to clear today. Neither one was an ideal connection. Hilliker, far corner, back to Klein on the near side. Hilliker lost it to Brackett. Klein came over to save him. Now Klein throws it into the side. Hilliker fighting with Brackett for it. Keogh tries carrying it out of the zone. Myler from the blue line. Hits the chest of Balow. Another save for him. Puck dropped. St. Julian and Coogan fighting for it. Now Brackett gives to Myler. Shot wide of the goal mouth. Bench, it's Smith trying to get it to Keogh. The Flora caught a piece of it. Coogan, look, now it's Smith and Maloney defensively for Cincinnati in their own end. Besetic reads the pass, forces the turnover. Coming through, it's Myers. Balow made the save. His mask wore the brunt of that shot. His 62nd stop of the evening. Evan Smith cut off by Jacob Myers. Here's Keogh. Here's Basola. Drops back defensively. Besetic tries getting around him. Balow may have clipped that shot attempt, but it hit out of play. Morgan Heck in the game now for the Cherokee. Heck will get the last 6:52 of this one. 5:52, pardon me. Blue line leaking through. Millar is there amidst the chaos. He drives home the 8th Toledo goal of the day. This Cincinnati team were to play last year, didn't have a whole lot to build off from last year. They did get better throughout that campaign, but this year they have fought for it, hasn't gone their way, the exception of a 6-0 win at Battle Creek. But still some chances down the stretch here to coast. Cincinnati has beaten those teams throughout the season. Would love to potentially add as many as 10 points in those games. A drastic improvement from a year ago. And it will be fun to see Hammer going 1-on-3 for Toledo. Basola tries nudging him off, can't do it. Coogan comes to help and does. Balow was calling for that pass out of his reach. And they potentially should have more wins than they do. Just a matter of trying to learn how to win as a group to an extent against some of these tougher foes. And that's something they can carry forward into the 2025-26 season. Puck fluttering around, falls to potentially truly compete next year for a higher placement in the division. Lanes down, and Cope doing a great job. Myler tapping to Basetic. Basetic from the blue line, tapped over and away from Balow. Whistle comes with exactly 1 minute left. The Cyclones group. All of the hosting staff, John and Haley, but obviously their contributions greatly appreciated as well as Balow makes yet another save. He's up to 63 on 71 tries. Lamkowski caught his teammate with that shot attempt. Doesn't appear to have been in a very nice spot.